Wack 100 just wrote himself a death sentence. Messing with them treetop pie rules after that Draco murder, it sounded like he done put his feet in some quicksand. We done seen him going back and forth about the 6ix9ine situation, Charleston White, Mysonne, Meek Mill, Nipsey Hussle, and the notable run-in with Jooba Loc and some snitch paperwork. This man been on Clubhouse acting a fool. Everybody seen him. Is making it to World Star and YouTube. He talking a whole lot. I think somebody finna close his mouth. Now, Wack 100 been in the game for a long time, managing the likes of Ray J, The Game, most notably Blueface. He the head of Cash Money West, and he been a factor on the West Coast for a little minute.
So am I supposed to do something?
You don't do nothing to nobody. You always talk in this shit. Listen. You know what you know is, they say you notorious in the industry for, what? I do this. Then, yeah, put me on the phone with him. No, man, it wasn't like that. You're real
your man Meek Mill.
Get the fuck out of here.
Power that nigga.
God, he ain't never called none of you.
They gon' power
from Philly.
Boy, don't have me call game right now.
Now, after Draco got killed, we seen Wack get in the clubhouse with TTP and IFG. TTP, everybody know, that's Treetop Pie Rue. Same hood as YG and the late Slim 400.
Nigga, like I said, nigga, you can get that market route from Treetop. Nigga said that, nigga, for free, nigga. Anytime, nigga.
That nigga ain't gonna pull up to the hood, blood. He know that. And he better not
call that tough ass shit, nigga. You can't go to your own hood, nigga.
I bet not what?
You better not come
Bro, the nigga said better not pull up.
Slow down, you better not what?
You, nigga.
Nigga, they better not, nigga, if you ain't gonna bring no niggas to my hood that ain't from Treetop, nigga, you ain't coming with nobody, nigga, they better be from Treetop, nigga, you know you ain't coming over there, nigga.
That part,
hey, blood, first of all, nigga, I don't know none of you niggas.
We know YG was rolling with them IFGs. He didn't want to do no Piru dissing or nothing like that, but what'd he say? He gonna see them that weekend. Things got a little bit messy, and that could spill over into the streets if you know what I'm saying. They not respecting Wack. That Pacoima shit only gonna get so far. You coming down from them Compton politics? I think Wack just wrote himself a sentence. A death one too. I think Wack just wrote his own obituary. Now them guys from TTP and Wack was going at it about they hood politics. See, this is a pivotal moment in his career. We all know he's from Pacoima, Piru, and we know how far that is from the politics of Compton. Somebody talking about he from Pacoima, he need to stay out of Compton politics. Wack talking about, wait a second, I thought Gonzalez Park was y'all park. He said politics is fucked up in LA. And that shows by how some West Side and East Side Pirus came together to do that dirt. So we seen them go back and forth over Gonzalez Park. Wack then also got into it with a Southsider named Tres from CV3, Compton Vario. In this episode on Clubhouse starring Wack 100, he went on to talk about how he not dealing with no Southsiders. He not fucking with none of them. Nobody from the Trece card. And that's understandable. The politics in California is on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Black and brown, they mix sometimes, but not all the time. And like I said, them politics come down from prison. The Trece card got an answer to it more than a black card. But as Wack put it, he done lost a lot of homies to that black and brown war. But I think this just add more fuel to the fire. He keep talking shit about them Treces, he gonna have more enemies than them Pirus in Compton and Inglewood.
Hey, listen, in the county jail, the penitentiary in the streets, nigga, we are beefing with Mexicans. What the fuck are you talking about?
It ain't true, bro. It ain't.
Okay, well, I don't know what world you in, my nigga. But no, I can't sign you. I ain't signing no Southsiders.
What world are you in, Wack?
Yeah, I don't know what world this nigga in. Because all my homies in the penitentiary is catching stab cases. Nigga, we out here on these streets beefing. Been beefing, nigga. County jail is beef. What you mean?
It ain't like that though. It's changing.
You out
up.
your motherfucking mind.
It's
nigga.
changing up, bro. Why
who are you? Hey, bro, if your people knew you was on this app with all these
Wack,
niggas,
you ain't out.
Your ass.
Lately, it's been a lot of controversy surrounding Wack. I don't know what it is, but it seemed like he putting himself out in the media a little bit more. We really started to see him show his face with Blueface. Then there was the Nipsey situation. The 6ix9ine situation. He also said his piece about Slim 400, Mysonne, 21 Savage, and most recently, that weird ass nigga Charleston White.
It ain't no documentation. It ain't no accusations. It ain't no accusations I've ever committed such a crime. It ain't no accusations that I've never committed no such crime. It ain't no accusations. It ain't no accusations in the 10 years that I've been working. I still teach in the youth facilities. I still work on the court cases.
So you say.
So it's documented. It's evident.
So you say.
I showed the paperwork today. I showed the paperwork.
So you say.
I produce, hey, homie.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
This all I can say, homie. The Dallas Global. All these big, listen, homie. All these big media outlets. All these big media outlets. All these big media outlets, homie. Why wouldn't they be reporting this? If I'm not telling the truth,
answer the question.
These media?
Is the pastor of your church, have he ever fucked
say you ain't got no
ass?
proof, Wack.
We all know Charleston White is a motherfucking a walking contradiction. This nigga done said all he here to do is lie, really spread poison. You know what I'm saying, to the community and to the YouTube world and to people who feed into his social media. He's proclaimed to be a character for that reason, because in his words, in real life, he's not that character. But shit, hey, I think it bleeds over with a person like Charleston White, and to see what Charleston White had to say about Slim 400.
Say, they keep telling me, man, I ain't never even heard of no Slim 400. Everybody talking about, man, I don't give a fuck about no gang member dying. How he died? They say he got shot. Good. He got what he deserved. Yeah. Yeah, gang members died. So, yeah, I hope another one died. Yeah, they say they purging in California. I hope they kill a bunch of gang members.
It was real disrespectful, and Wack challenged him about that. And I feel like Wack was in the right about challenging Charleston over that weird shit. But then, it kind of got into the same tip of, well, where you at, Charleston? I'll beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? And man, personally, what I think, this nigga Charleston, he told you what he gonna do. That's what Wack said. The motherfucker told you. He gonna want to shoot you or he gonna want to snitch on you. And on the real, this nigga Charleston White is really looking to lure a motherfucker in, to kill them over self-defense and to brag about it. He want to kill a black man. He want to provoke somebody to the point where he can legally kill them. It don't matter if he got to fucking fight a case for 5-6 years. He'll do that. Wack has seen that, and he said that when he had his altercation with Charleston. But on the level of contradiction, I'm not gonna say they close, but I believe Wack, after the 6ix9ine situation, after some of the things he did, he's in second place to Charleston White in terms of contradicting himself, his values, and his morals for money or for whatever gain he's set to benefit from. You know what I'm saying? I think his first piece that people started to really question him about was when he came out about Nipsey after his death. I don't want to speak too much on that, but I think that's when people started to like challenge his mindset. You know what I'm saying? Challenge what he was thinking and challenge his input on situations. And we all know Wack ain't afraid to let you know he'll give a fuck. He won't catch that fade. And then we seen him with the 6ix9ine situation. I think personally that was the wildest.
Who made the call for have all the Rolling 60 Crips looking for me at every hotel room? Who did that?
You don't know who did that.
I know who did it. It was Nip.
Who told you that?
When Shotty and them got the call, and that? We linked up with the Hoovers.
Are you insinuating a Rolling 60 told you that Nipsey did that?
Yo.
And that's the only person who could have told you he did that. Anything else is speculation, so don't do that.
Yo.
Don't do that. Did somebody from
I lived it, what?
Did somebody tell you from Rolling 60?
Big you. I'm asking you.
Don't do that. I don't do that.
Yo, I'm telling you. Basically, you telling me not to tell the truth.
Don't do that.
He proclaimed to really be doing it about the money. You know what I'm saying? And just hearing 6ix9ine end of the story. We all know how everybody feel about 6ix9ine, that snitch shit, that rat shit. That shit ain't flying. Compromising your morals to get the bag and fuck with a rat and a snitch. It's kind of like to each his own. Everybody got their price, so to speak. It's always something that somebody gonna do for some money that the next man won't do. And I think that's the case there. You know, I don't know if he necessarily fucking with 6ix9ine, but it was just a bad look when he came out with 6ix9ine in Clubhouse, and then transitioning to that 21 Savage shit. It was like Wack 100 talking shit to 21 Savage and 6ix9ine being Mighty Mouse, instigating the whole motherfucking situation, you know, kind of adding fuel to the fire, like Wack his big homie or some shit.
You wouldn't have that energy.
Yeah, nigga, that's cap. Nigga, that's on my kids. Nigga,
all right.
Check this out.
Yeah, right. Nigga, I will beat your motherfucking little ass, you little bitty ass boy.
I don't think 6ix9ine should have any more big homies. We seen what he did to his own. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother conversation. For all of y'all that don't know 6ix9ine, y'all motherfuckers been under a rock. That nigga is the rat of the 2000s and up. The new Alpo without the gangster shit. Without the drugs and the killing and shit. This Alpo. And we just seen what happened to Alpo ass. So this is the type of motherfucker Wack and Academics sat down on the podcast with. Let him speak his piece as to why this nigga decided to snitch and send niggas away for them football numbers. You know, I feel like motherfuckers like that shouldn't even have no platform. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even give a motherfucker like that no opportunity. If, and I say if because I don't know motherfucking Wack financial situation. I don't know what he done made with 6ix9ine, but if what he's saying, like he made a bag off 6ix9ine is true, you know, and it's just business, we done seen a lot of motherfuckers go down a weird path for some business shit, or maybe a different path that everybody else would take. But a lot of motherfuckers say they wouldn't take that path, but nigga, for 10 mil or whatever the case was, just to sit down and talk with a rat ass nigga, okay. You know what I'm saying? But then on the back end, to sit there and justify this shit with the nigga and to understand where he coming from. Like, the crazy shit I be seeing these days is motherfuckers always got like a justification for something. Where they say, oh, he a civilian. He a regular person. He don't live that lifestyle, so he can do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Where all these justifications come from? Like, oh, the nigga's a civilian. He's not a gangbanger, so you can't talk down on him when he starts snitching. That shit don't make any sense. Gangbanger, snitch, regular person, football player. It's still a basic code that motherfucker gotta live by as a man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no, oh, he a civilian or he ain't in that lifestyle, but he fuck with them niggas in that lifestyle, but he can still tell on them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And it be justified. And I think that's the stance that a lot of motherfuckers get to, especially with like a 6ix9ine. They kind of give him the benefit of the doubt. But me personally, I don't think he deserves that, because it's still real people sitting behind them walls over that shit that he done took part in, that he didn't want to do the time over. You know what I'm saying? That he didn't want to fess up to as a man. You know? And I think a lot of people got down on Wack because he kind of enabled that situation to be okay to our community. 6ix9ine ain't black. And it's not so much a black, brown, or whatever thing, but it's like Wack is still a member of our community. When he lead with us, with black individuals, with black gang members, and you know that's gonna be most of his legacy or most of his dealings. So when he bring a motherfucker like 6ix9ine on the case, who done told on a bunch of black motherfuckers, you know, I ain't see one Mexican in his case, definitely not no white people in his case, and then justify that shit to the black community. I feel like that's some bullshit. With Academics doing it, ain't nothing new. That's how Academics made his name. That's cool. But I think that was like kind of like the tip of the iceberg with Wack. Even after the Nipsey shit, all the other shit, I feel like that is where things like kind of went over the rail. Most notably, since Clubhouse came out, it seemed like Wack been sharing his opinion a lot more. Now it seemed like every time Wack get into it with somebody, it's kind of like that bully mentality where he gonna either try to bully you or challenge you to that fade. Now, honestly, I don't think most people are gonna accept that fade. The reason being, like I said before, Wack is still a factor on the West Coast. And what he bring up in every video is, I done seen you before and I'm gonna see you again. I personally don't think motherfuckers want to see Wack again. You know, you let me know in the comments how willing you would be to see Wack again after bumping heads with the nigga. You know, not saying that motherfuckers ain't willing to catch a fade, we talking about industry motherfuckers, you know, rappers for the most part. People that ain't in that street life, people that ain't challenging people to fades 24/7. You know what I'm saying? They won't be so apt to catch a fade, you know? Now Wack, he's from a Pacoima Piru set. Is the valley. It's kind of like on top of the valley, on top of Van Nuys. Like when you think of LA coming from the bottom, okay, the east side, I guess the start of the east side, Compton and Watts. Then you touch South Central, kind of like West LA, Santa Monica, Hollywood. Keep going up, Van Nuys, Pacoima. So Pacoima gonna be like an hour and a half outside of South Central, the real gutter part. You know what I'm saying? Depending on traffic and all that, but Pacoima ain't known for no, you know, like reputable hoods. Like when you hear about them hoods in the valley, not too many reputables come through there. You know, it's always gonna be somebody from some hood that's a factor or that'll lay some shit down. You know, we all know this. Every hood got a factor in it. Hence, that it's a hood that's still on the map and known. But Pacoima in the valley ain't really known for that. And I think that's where some people put a knock on Wack and kind of like his Piru stance. But I say he's still linked in with them rules. He still show his face around Compton. He's still involved in politics. So I can't say we can take away his Piru card or anything like that. I'm not in the position to say that. But what I will say is people got respect for Wack and what he's done for the West Coast and what he's done for the city of LA. But the shit with 6ix9ine, you know, that shit tough. I'm not even gonna say it's tough. That shit out to me. And a lot of motherfuckers felt that same way. It seemed like Wack and Academics was the only ones that felt like it was cool to do some shit like that. We all know Academics, so we ain't gotta speak on that shit. But on the other hand, we all out here like money. Like I said, it's always a price for a motherfucker. Most notably, since Clubhouse came out, it seemed like Wack been sharing his opinion a lot more, and he had that riff with Mysonne. Now the shit with Mysonne, I don't really know what led up to that. I seen they had some heated words on Clubhouse.
Hey, listen, that man gonna ask you a question. He gonna ask you a question. If you would have told that man, fuck Wack 100, he was gonna walk away from you, and it was gonna get weird. I don't think you know who that man was, bro.
I don't think you know who I am, Wack.
Nigga, I know you was on the West Coast. You didn't have no win.
That's what I don't think. I think
you really thought you had some
win. We
win.
had this conversation face to face. I'm not doing no.
So,
incident.
bro, is it on? Just tell me it's on, cause it could have been on, nigga. Say it's on, nigga. Say that. I ain't been taking it like that, but if it's on, nigga, say that. We can click it on now.
Wack, he left.
Whole ass nigga.
And it was kind of relatable to the narrative that Wack is like the industry bully. Like motherfuckers was saying that he trying to bully Mysonne or whatever. I can see that, but I think Wack is like a product of his environment, where all he knows is to try to take the hands of somebody. And we seen that when he went off on that bitch Chrisean Rock, like Blueface little bitch.
No, I'm not relaxing. Ain't nothing mucking me out like that, bro. I'll tell you what. Dead homies, she gonna get up out of here one way or another. I take the hit, nigga. I take the hit on the dead homies. No. But she gonna get up out of here, dog. She gonna get up out. I don't give a fuck. I take the hit. I take the hit. No. She gonna get up out. No, chill, go. Get up out of here. Get up out of here.
His aggression is like on another level. You know, he don't know how to control himself. He don't know how to control his emotions and shit. So with most like bullheaded motherfuckers, you know, they use their brain over their brain. The first thing they know is, oh, let's get down then if they challenged. You know what I'm saying? He I'm not gonna say he can't talk himself out of a situation, but he'd probably get down with you before he try to use his smarts to diffuse the motherfucking situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was giving Mysonne the option to get out or let's leave it right here and not even say it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? But he kind of refused to acknowledge the middle ground of the situation, what Mysonne was trying to do with make everything clear and clarify the problem and create a resolution through words. And then verbally say, okay, there's no issue because of X, Y, and Z, and we hash this out. It's either we're gonna get down or shut up with Wack. You know what I'm saying? And that's why some people have kind of credited him with the narrative of being that bully kind of character. You know what I'm saying? And I can see that as well. But then on the other hand, motherfuckers say, well, shit, why you ain't bully 6ix9ine? Or why you ain't did this with 6ix9ine? Why you ain't pressed up on him? You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a lot of contradictions in the game. And that kind of fast forwards us into this next piece where Wack most recently got into it with Charleston White. But the thing is, with Wack coming from LA, there's specific politics that hoods gotta follow out here, you know? Like places like Texas, the South, period. The politics don't run how they do in California. Politics in California come straight from prison. And they taught on the streets through generations. Everybody, when you grow up out here, understands that shit. And I think that's Wack's biggest issue with some of his critics, is he's not upholding the value of the politics set forth by these hoods out here, yet he still claims the Piru card. Still is a factor in the Piru, the Blood, even the Crip community. But where's the line drawn when it comes to upholding those politics and doing shit for Clubhouse and YouTube and talking all this shit? You know, we've heard Snoopy Badass with that No Jumper interview, how Wack told him, you know, I do what I want. And it really looked like Wack does what the fuck he want, but at what cost? And does he face any strife in California for that shit? I don't know. Cause like I said, he still seems to have that respect.
Wack was like I looked at him like a good dude, like an uncle, bro. Because first how we started talking was, you know what I'm saying, I kept seeing him sign these, like, at this time I was on my Super Piru shit. I made a comment on his page or whatever, right? And he responded back like, nigga, Piru, nigga, I do what I wanna do, nigga, and nigga, I'ma sign somebody and it ain't gonna be you.
Another altercation that he had was with Jooba Loc from Brick Boy Crip. When he went down for that flock with Hitman, and just to clarify, 50, Hitman from the 50s. Jooba Loc supposedly came up with that paperwork. Wack hosted a clubhouse room with 50 Hitman and Jooba, and they read through that paperwork.
The whole shit, so you know.
But see, this is what Jooba's saying. Unless you see my sloppy signature, fuck that paperwork.
Nah, you can't say that. Nah. It's real shit. Look, the people of the state of California plaintiffs versus Edison Gregory, Terrell Guest, and Dan Robinson. Nah, this is the real shit, nigga. This shit took me to the pill. Got a number, YA097418.
Flowers in the building.
No, this it, my nigga.
That shit tough. I'm gonna say it's tough because word is, Jooba's still good in his hood. Now we know Brick, they not no big ass hood or nothing, but they got a little section in the Carmelitos, and it seemed like Jooba Loc's still good in his hood. So the shit he said about Nipsey, saying Nipsey ain't a legend, you know, it really ruffled some feathers in the communities around LA and really the hoods around America. You know, based on how motherfuckers feel about Nipsey and shit like that. But you gotta remember, Wack was around the death row era. You know what I'm saying? Wack was around that kind of vibe. And it's tough to say, you know, because being from LA, it's like Nipsey was just like a regular hood nigga that made music. Mind you, some of the music was good. You know what I'm saying? But I was just having this conversation the other day with a homie. It's like, was it on Tupac level or some shit like that, where, you know, the world sees Tupac as a legend? And I say that's relative because no matter how you see it or what you think about Tupac, he was still a West Coast artist, and he rolled with West Coast niggas till his demise. And honestly, West Coast gang politics is what got the nigga killed. So he was still a West Coast, you know, gang member, I guess. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put it under that. But we may cover that in another video. Let us know if y'all want to see that. But Nipsey being a legend, I say it's like a situation where it is what you make it. And clearly the world has made him one. For Wack to go against the grain and say that he got his own opinion about it, everybody's gonna have that. But I feel like Nipsey was a great factor in the hood, but I think it's also that old saying that you nobody till somebody kill your ass. As we see, when was the last time anybody was really talking about Slim 400? Or when the last time somebody was checking for E-Day out of Chicago? Like really checking for their music and really checking for they shit, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, Slim was still dropping music. So really, what Wack had to say about Nipsey was his own opinion. I think it was a little bit of both sides coming to the table to create the truth about the situation. Like I said, Wack has had a somewhat of an illustrious career in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of ups and downs, but I still think he's a factor on the West Coast. Hopefully he continues to do good for the community. Not do no more of that 6ix9ine shit. I know he trying to touch it back. Hopefully he touched enough of the bag to not have to compromise himself anymore. I know he don't give a fuck, but us on the outside, we want to see that nigga do better for the city. You know what I'm saying? But let us know what y'all think in the comments about Wack. Let us know who y'all want to see next. Like, comment, subscribe. Come fuck with us. Rap news, street politics. Really the only place you gonna get that hood shit.